I'll tell you the story of why we want to start a ranch while I do some farm chores. Growing up, my parents would always tell me stories about my great-grandpa who passed away and used to raise horses, or my grandpa that raised cattle. But my parents were both school teachers, so taking over a family farm wasn't really an option for me. And it wasn't until high school that I realized my real passion was for agriculture. So I decided to get my degree in ag business and spent the next decade trying to learn as much as I could about all things regenerative agriculture and livestock. I watched my college classmates buy their own herd of cattle and take over the family farm. I watched coworkers of mine start sheep farms from scratch. I was always excited for them, but at the same time, kind of jealous that I didn't have the same opportunity or make the same opportunity for myself. But I just continued to learn as much as I could by asking people lots of questions and speaking to folks across industries that I was interested in. I was particularly interested in learning about bison. Just the idea of being here in Nebraska and restoring them back to the native prairie was really intriguing to me. So I went to multiple ranches. I even attended a buffalo conference. But no matter which animal I looked into raising, I kept hearing the same things, which was you need to have a lot of land. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and it helps to have experience so you know what you're doing. And I didn't have any of those things. If I had just a nickel for every time I heard it's impossible to start a farm without marrying into it, being born into it, or winning the lottery, then I would have enough money to already buy my own farm. And I really started to believe that. But we had 5 acres out here anyway, and I thought, why not just start with some sheep so that I can learn, practice, and make failures along the way. And that's exactly how this little ragtag crew of goats and sheep got put together. Having these animals has been a lot of fun, and I've learned quite a bit, but I've realized I've treated it not like a business and more as just like pets and something for social media. What I'm really missing is the drive and determination to build this into an actual solid business that's sustainable and is something I can pass on to my kids. Because it was really more of a hobby, I was putting in a lot of work but not making any money from it. So this winter, I legitimately thought about just selling everything, buying a horse, and calling it quits. Last year, I recorded an interview with myself where I said that by the time I was 30, I wanted to raise buffalo. And rewatching that video this year, I realized that I've done nothing. I've taken no actionable steps to get closer to that goal. I'm going to be 28. And I just felt like I'd kind of given up, and that was really convicting to me. Hi, Dolly. Hi, Dolly. As I sat and pondered this conviction, I felt like I was truly at a precipice. I was never going to be handed land. I don't play the lottery, so I wasn't going to have all the money in the world. At some point, you just have to take a risk. Or frankly, just give up. And that's when my brain comes up with the craziest idea it's ever had. I will never forget where I was at a Young Farmer and Ranchers conference. I had just spoken about social media and agriculture and the importance of storytelling, and I realized without a risk or reward, there is no point to a story. If life is a story, then what's the point of living it if you don't take some type of risk or have a reward or something that you can do to pass on to your kids a legacy to build? This hit me like a ton of bricks, and I realized over the next few days that I was going to have to start a ranch. But not only that, I was going to have the opportunity to start telling a story that truly meant something. I want to tell a story that's not featuring me as the main character, but bringing side along people like me who have a deep love for all things agriculture. They're passionate about livestock and animals and their connection to the land that God has called us to protect and steward, all while building a legacy and providing value in a world that really longs for things that are authentic and we can make a positive difference for future generations to come. That's exactly why I'm letting you guys vote on which animal I'll be raising, because I want you to have a say in how this story plays out. I hope I don't fail in this whole venture, but it's not really about winning or losing. It's more about showing my kids that I wasn't afraid to take a risk and try something new, and hopefully we inspire other people to get into agriculture as well. That's the story. We don't really have any land, and all I got is this truck and trailer, so we're basically starting from scratch. If you want to vote or donate, click the link in my bio or visit our website, and thanks for taking the time to watch this video.